What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Topic of Discussion. I am your host, Miles Berry. Without further introduction, let's get right into it. So, today's topic is titled Letting Go. Again, the topic for today is titled Letting Go. And I want us to get in the habit of letting go of people and things that we don't need in our life. Because people and things or materials or relatives, close friends, family are in our life doesn't mean they're supposed to be in our life because they can be affecting us in a negative way. So today's topic is letting go. That means letting go of people and things that are around you, that are in your circle, that are in your proximity, that are affecting your life in a negative way. Right? So sometimes we have a problem with letting go. Sometimes we let our relationship with people have take a toll on us of letting go or affect us how we're letting go or the time frame because we want to let them go because we kind of get the point that they're not good for our lives and we kind of understanding that as we move forward and we kind of talk amongst each other and I guess move on with our relationship in a sense, but we kind of see they're not good for our life because maybe every time they're around, they have a type of comment to bring up, or they have a type of input they want to bring up, but it's always something negative. Every time you say something you want to do with your life or something in a positive direction that you feel like it's in a positive direction for your life, they always have some type of input. They always have some type of negative thing to say, right? And you might say, okay, well, this is my family or this is a close friend, so this is, you know what, they gotta want the best for me. No, no. And once you start to recognize things and understand, okay, every time I have something to say, or every time I say I want to do something with my life, they say a negative comment. Or every time I say I want to do something with my life, it seems like they're kind of getting jealous in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like I can kind of feel it, or I can kind of see it in their response, or feel it in their response. Okay, when you recognize things, you shouldn't ignore it. That's like when you have something on your conscience and people say, well, I felt it on my conscience. I should have went with my intuition, right? I should have went with my intuition. My gut told me, right? So sometimes when we feel that way and we don't go with our intuition or we don't go with our gut or don't go with our conscience and something happens, it's like we blame ourselves because it's kind of like we had a sign, like we knew, right? And sometimes it's the same way with people in our life. Like we have a sign, we have a our conscience tells us like it is some type of sign that's saying like, okay, maybe this person is not supposed to be around you. Okay, I already understand how close you guys are, but maybe we need to let go of this person in our life. Maybe they're not maybe they're not helping us grow the way that we want to, or maybe their definition of growth and my definition of growth are two different things. So no, I don't hate you, but at the same time we need to go two different ways, right? So therefore sometimes we just have to let go of people and things that are affecting our life in a negative way. And sometimes even after we let go and we start to move on, we have to again let go again because now we're hanging on to those memories, we're hanging on to those thoughts, we're hanging on to the good times that we had. Even if the bad times were included, we hang on to these memories, right? And sometimes after we let go, we have to let go again. There's steps to like moving on sometimes that everybody doesn't have the opportunity. I'm not gonna say doesn't have the opportunity, but everybody doesn't go through healing the same. So therefore, somebody might be able to let go and boom, they're on to the next, or they're on to moving on with their life. And sometimes somebody says, you know what, I'm letting go, but they have to heal. So their healing stage is all right. I let go. Now we're not communicating anymore, but now I'm still holding on to these memories. And you know, every time I do this, it makes me think about this because we used to do this all the time. So every time I see this, it makes me think of this, or think of him, or think of her. You get what I'm saying? So there are different stages of letting go, and I want us to understand today is when things are not good for us and they're affecting our life in a negative way, we have to let go. It doesn't matter how strong of a feeling, how strong of a chain it feels to our life, and how we feel like we need to be connected to them in some type of sense, or communicate with them in some type of sense. Sometimes we just need to let go. And again, as I spoke on another episode, we have the power. We have the power to let go. We have the power to heal. We have the power to be the best versions of ourselves, right? So, um, again, I want us to understand today that when we let go, again, just going back to what I was just saying, sometimes we let go of people, sometimes we let go of materials, sometimes You have to go with our intuition, our gut, our conscience, right? And sometimes we experience loss in life, right? And I know I mentioned this before on other episodes, but sometimes we mention loss, like when people actually die and when people move on, rest in peace, right? They move on out our lives, right? They transition from earth, right? Their soul transition. So in that aspect, when I say let go, we have to let go of, I would say, I was never let go of how you feel, your memories, all those good times that y'all had. But I'm saying letting go to the point where you can't move on. And sometimes I understand how hard it is to move on. It can be very, very difficult to move on, but sometimes we have to let go to move on. And when I say let go, I don't mean let go just because they died or just because no, you're always gonna love them. You're always gonna remember those memories. You're always gonna cherish those times. You're always gonna wanna might pop up to their graveyard or their I can't think of the name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Pop up to the graveyard and see them. So at the same time, it's not letting go of them in that aspect. It's letting go of them in the aspect of saying, okay, I understand they transition from earth to heaven to wherever they believed in, right? So therefore, I can't sit every single day of my life here on this earth because I'm still here affecting me in that way where I can't move on because I still have a life to live. I might still have kids I have to take care of. I might still have a job. I still might have people depending on me, right? So it's not letting go in the sense of like, okay, I don't you're going out this world now, so who cares? No, I still care about you. I still cherish the memories. I still cherish everything about you, and I love you. But at the same time, I'm letting go of that pain that was affecting me or stopping me from moving on. Right. So therefore, now I'm letting go of these things that are affecting me moving on. So now I can move on with my life. I'm still gonna cherish you. I'm still gonna love you. I'm still not gonna forget who you are, the things that we've done in our life. But at the same time, I'm moving on in the sense of I can still go and live my dreams and aspirations, and even maybe you still had dreams for me or you had goals that we were working on together. I can still go do that. But at the same time, I'm just letting go of that pain in that moment that was affecting me from moving on. And as I said in another episode, that there are 24 hours in a day. If you need to take an hour just to cry, just to feel pain, just to be mad, just to just want to crash out, don't crash out. But just if you're just in your thoughts like that, if you want to take an hour out a day, do that because we all feel pain, we all feel emotions. Like a lot of people like to act like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm so hard, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes they're the ones that are feeling the most pain because they're trying to hide it and they're trying to hold it in so much. And there's so many of us like that in this world that hide our true emotions. And at the same time, it's not saying, okay, well, go tell everybody how you feel. Go tell everybody. But I'm saying by yourself. Maybe if you're sitting in your car, maybe if you're just by yourself in a room, take time and just be in the moment with yourself. And if you need to cry, cry. If you want to talk to God, talk to God. If you just want to sit and just be by yourself and just let everything just rain down in your mind, do that. Okay? Because we all feel pain, we all feel emotions, we all have emotions, and it's okay to feel. It's okay to feel pain. It's okay to go through things. It's okay to be in the process of healing. It's okay to be in the process of letting go. It's okay to be in the process of setting boundaries. It's okay to be in the process of getting through a divorce. It's okay to be in the process of looking for another job. It's okay to be in the process of not having a car depending on other people right now. It's okay. Whatever you are in your life, wherever you are in your life, it is okay. If you want to take an hour right now and just feel this pain and just go through it, but at the end of that hour, you better tell yourself, I'm moving forward now because there's 23 more hours in that day, and 23 more hours in today, we are going to live our best life. But that 1 hour, we did that for us. We had to feel that pain. We needed that. I needed to shed some tears. I just need to let some out because I felt so much emotions inside of me that I just need to let something out, let some tears rain down my face, get mad at the world for a minute, get angry, throw some punches, get mad, throw some punches at a punching bag, right? Go take a jog, go run for a mile. Whatever it is that you need to do, do that. But then after you go through all that pain, because we're not going to sit in that pain. So after that 1 hour is over, you got 23 more hours. Go live your best life and get your life together. All right. Understand what you want to do. Come up with a plan. All right. We already had our hour of pain. We already had our hour of tears. We already had our hours of being mad at the world, mad at ourselves, mad at everything and everybody. So let's now focus on what we want to do with our life. We got 23 more hours in a day. There are 24 hours in a day. We took one to feel our pain. We took one for our emotions. We took one just to release everything. Now there are 23 more hours, and you telling me you can't live your best life, you can't get your life together, you can't come up with a plan in 23 hours? I don't care what you're going through. I don't care if you're working, got kids, got people to take care of, people depending on you, got a job, got to play sports. I don't care. We got 23 more hours. You got to get your mind right. You got to get your mind right, right? So we're letting go of that pain. We're letting go of those emotions. We're letting go of all that we felt in that hour, and then we're moving on. So we feel it, we go through it, we cry, we punch, we do whatever, we let it go, and then we have 23 more hours to focus on our present, and our present is going to get us ready for our future, right? So we have to focus on now to prepare for our future. You can't prepare for your future and then try to focus on now. You focus on now, and that prepares you for your future, right? We let go of our past. We understand our past. We heal from our past, or we're healing from our past. We let go of our past, right? And we only take things from our past that we want in our present. We don't let our past affect our present. We only take things from our past that we want in our present. And our present, again, prepares us for our future, right? So we're letting go of things this year, right? And moving forward, we're letting go. We're letting go of everything in our life. We're letting go of everything in our life that we don't need. We're letting go of everything in our life that's affecting us in a negative way. We're letting go of everything in our life that's affecting our growth, right? So let's just continue to grow, continue to be the best versions of ourselves. I hope you got something out of today. And remember, the topic for today is letting go. Let it go. Topic of discussion, Miles Berry. We out.